Another hour of great music and more.
Here we go now.
From Southampton's hospital radio service, HBA.
Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of Roundabout. Roy Stubbs isn't here tonight, but that doesn't matter. I'm standing in, I'm Nick Gardner, and with me I have the Managing Director of OddBox Theatre Group, Jamie Templeman.
Hello.
And one of her main stars, Lee Wells.
Hello.
Hello, how are you two tonight?
We're good.
We're good. The sun's shining. It's wonderful.
It's great, isn't it? Right, so you've brought some music with you, so let's all relax. Let's play your first track. Now, your first track that you chose, that we're going to play, why did you choose it?
I sang it at our previous show, OddBox Introduces.
You did, didn't you? And you know what? Your version was better.
Oh,
so let's
thanks,
enjoy the proper
Nick.
one. And that was Take That with Hold Up the Light. Nowhere near as good as the version that Jamie did a couple of weeks ago at her last show. So rather than us just whittering on, would you like to give us a quick history of OddBox?
I'd love to.
There you go. It's your baby, isn't it?
It is my baby. Started it, don't say My mum told me not to say because I say a lot. So, yeah, I started OddBox while I was at university. It was a university module that I had to do. And then I thought, hang on a minute, this is pretty much all I want to do. So I got myself a job to pay the rent and concentrated all my time on starting up a theatre company. I nearly said then. I started with a show called Bang Out of Order, which was written by a local guy called Johnny Carrington. And then I moved on to a thing called OddBox Introduces, which was a charity fundraising variety show, which we then repeated again this year, double the acts, double the money raised for charity. Fantastic night.
It was fantastic. I was there.
So much fun to do.
Great.
So much fun to do. And to see other people that you've worked with previously do what they're best at. Because obviously when we came to...
I must admit, everybody was fantastic, but my favourite was Lucy.
She was brilliant, wasn't she?
She didn't like her performance. I thought her monologue was brilliant.
I think because the audience were quite difficult, weren't they?
Lee, you were of course brilliant as well, but I'd already seen what you'd done in a couple of shows previously. You keep copying what you do, you keep repeating the stuff. Got to do new material.
Well, you know.
And you didn't do Sweet Transvestite. I was very disappointed.
I thought it would be inappropriate in the venue, to be honest.
Church.
Yeah.
Your Sweet Transvestite.
Fully clad in spandex,
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, because the previous show to OddBox Introduces this year was Alice in Wonderland, which was the biggest show we had done so far, and it was how I met Lee.
Yes.
And it was Nick's debut on the stage.
And of course I stole the show.
Oh, absolutely.
I actually did work, so I remembered my lines on the night.
Which is always a plus. Less sweating for me.
Yes.
And for the other actors waiting for their cue lines.
Yes.
I know I have a line here.
Yeah, and Nick's normally going, my line, sorry.
No, you did it really well, considering you hadn't had any experience.
Absolutely.
I was so nervous before going out. I cannot tell you how happy I was when the dodo scene was over. That was my.
But then once it's done, you're like, I want to do it again.
Do it again.
So that's why you kind of now take a step back and think, I am going to enjoy this. I do know my lines, and this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even when I was, sitting in the audience being proud parent, as Alice was saying her last few lines, I was going, oh no, this is the end. No.
And
Just do it again.
We had a brilliant Alice and Ricky.
She was brilliant, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Everyone was so great. Because that was one of the important things for me with OddBox, was that I wanted people who want to do something have the chance to do it. So people like yourself and like CK, who not only was in it, wrote it. He wanted a chance to write a play. I gave him that chance. And if you've got people who are dedicated, then they're going to give you fantastic results. And that's what happened. It was brilliant.
To this day, CK's is the caterpillar was fantastic.
I can't
do
the thing.
it.
That's
well.
when I've done many a show, and you get the script through, and then you have to own that script as the dialogue for your character. And sometimes it's scripts that are so well written by famous authors and script writers, but still you struggle to identify completely with the character you're trying to portray.
Absolutely.
But like for me, obviously I was playing the Mad Hatter, so it was bittersweet because I had so much research material to look at, but I kind of tried to forget that, but look at the script and then see.
Yeah,
that took me.
It's very easy to go Johnny Depp, Disney,
because it's all been done, you know. So
and I'm very upset that you won't reprise the Mad Hatter song on air for us.
We have to get us
Tea
back
Time
on
in Wonderland again. Fantastic.
Next time you get us back on again, I'll do the song.
Oh, that's a promise.
Yeah.
Well, I have to try again sometime then. Okay, so this next track is... Do you want to explain what it was, one of you?
Yeah, the next song is from a band called Frou Frou. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it was known as the Down the Rabbit Hole song. So this is what we used for the choreography of Alice falling down the rabbit hole. It's called Let Go.
That gives me goosebumps every time, just remembering. For those who missed this play, it was a good play.
So good.
Yeah, and never having done it before, that buzz you get at the end of a play, fantastic when it all went well on the night.
There's nothing like it. You know, the pre-show buzz and then the post-show buzz. It's like there's nothing like it. And knowing that you've done a really good job and you've pleased an audience.
After the dress rehearsal, it was good to get it right on the night.
Yes. Yeah,
we were just talking about that.
Yeah, the dress rehearsal wasn't a true reflection of the show.
No,
but it was a dress rehearsal.
Absolutely.
So,
yes, I think the first half was meant to last half an hour. It lasted 15 at the dress rehearsal.
Yeah, wasn't the best.
Jamie was a bit
I was
worried.
fine.
Yeah.
I was fine. I gave you a pep talk about how proud I was.
yeah.
And then we went out. The second half was quite good, actually. In the dress
Absolutely.
rehearsal. So there we go. Lee, this is your track next.
This is my track.
Why did you choose it? It's a good track.
Well, the person who sings it is you might have heard of
I was
her.
like a Guess Who.
Yeah, she's a little bit famous in the British music industry.
Let me think. Could it be Kylie?
In the British?
In the British.
Oh, British. Bonnie Tyler?
No.
Shirley Bassey?
Nope.
Who is it then? Come on.
Kate Bush.
Who?
Kate Bush?
Never heard of her. No, never heard of her.
Heights?
No.
Well, I chose this song because she is my idol, my inspiration, and I get very animated when I talk about Kate Bush because she is an inspirational artist, I think, for young people, but also her music and her videos are so visual.
Absolutely.
And she's just, incredibly talented, underrated, I think, songwriter as well as performer. So the song that I've chosen is a song that I've kind of did a choreography to. And a show that I did previously.
Not an OddBox show.
Not an OddBox show, so we won't go there.
Lee sort of would do any show going, won't you? Within reason.
Well, yeah. No, it was kind of, because obviously I'm still learning as a performer, like where my niche is, and I like to step out of that. So I'm, a year ago I wasn't a musical theatre performer because I didn't sing. Funny that. And
really?
then, I wasn't happy, and I wouldn't sing. And then through pressure, I suddenly realised that actually
you're good as well.
It's okay to do it and stand in front of people and be terrified and sing, and
yeah, but you look fantastic in knee-high leather boots.
Oh, thank you.
You do.
But that wasn't in the show, was it? No. But seriously, yeah, thank you, yeah.
And he's actually managed to get tap dancing banned in the church hall where we performed OddBox Introduces.
You've got it banned?
Yeah,
Why?
because he marked the floor.
Scuff marks. I danced so enthusiastically that I scuffed the floor.
Why don't they come out?
So now in the rule book of the church hall hire, no tap dancing.
No tap dancing.
What they buff out then?
Still no tap dancing now, but at least it was me. I can say it's my fault, my bad.
Go down in history.
Yes.
Okay, so which Kate Bush song is this one?
Babushka.
That was good, Lee. Well done.
Thank you.
Not that I ever doubted you. So, you're not here just to talk about history and what OddBox has been doing.
Mm-mm.
You're here because you're doing an interesting experiment, something that takes you out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Because your comfort zone is the director, knowing what's coming next, planning everything.
Folders and notebooks.
She works the clipboard so well.
I'm so good at it.
Yes, and she shouts very well at people when they're a bit loud, as I found out.
As every good director should do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Law and order.
So what are you doing next?
Well, back in February, I had this really good idea that we should try and put together a show in a week. So I knew I had to get a group of people, not so much that I could deal with, but people that could deal with me, because I'm not so good at working with people. So I got in contact with a few of the OddBoxers and proposed the idea to them, and they stupidly said yes. So the idea is we're calling it #OpenBox.
Hashtag, that's a Twitter thing for people who don't do Twitter thing.
Hashtag OpenBox, which is kind of a clue as to what it is. So basically, putting together a show in a week and streaming the whole process online. So every day from 10 a.m. we're going to be on Facebook, Twitter, we're going to be on Ustream, streaming live everything we do. We'll have interactive sessions, burning questions from the audience. And then hopefully after the full rehearsal process, we're going to perform it to everyone who's been watching and getting involved.
So the show will be live and streamed as well?
Live and streamed, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and where will the live show be?
We're starting the whole process at 10 a.m. this Friday.
Yeah.
So the actual performance will be on the 19th at 7 p.m. at the Bitton United Reformed Church.
So, right, we'll put another song, and then you can come back and tell us what the 5 plays are.
Absolutely.
Who's chosen them?
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
give
a
us
good point as
all
well.
the contact details and everything. We'll do that
Yeah,
then.
another reason why I'm so not in control is because we won't know what the play is until 10 a.m. on Friday.
On Friday.
So let's play a bit of Busted, shall we?
Oh, yes.
And-
Not played enough on the radio.
And the track that you chose, why?
Because I love them.
You know, the only thing I'm glad you didn't choose was that travesty of One Way or Another done by One Direction, was it?
Yeah, but
Oh, that was a travesty.
why would I
so-
choose One Direction when I'm a busted girl?
Okay, and you chose Busted with
What I go to school for.
Yeah.
Busted, what I go to school for.
Bit
Did
of
you
air
enjoy
guitar.
that?
Loved it. So good.
I'm not a big Busted
Studio's
fan.
even
Oh.
hotter now from us thrashing out to that.
Okay. And I would say I should really do a trail, I suppose. Remember, 8:30 to 9:30 request line is coming up, which is your hour, the patients. Katie has been visiting, I gather, and has got a couple of requests. But if she didn't get to you in time, give us a ring on 80785151, and we will select the music and play it for you between 8:30 and 9:30.
My request busted.
You have to be in hospital. I can break a leg for you if you want, and you can quickly go up there and or an arm, or
Just stick to the MP3. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fine, I've got all the CDs.
okay. So about this amazing experiment you're doing.
Hashtag open box.
Hashtag
open
open
box.
box.
Yes.
Right, 5 plays chosen by 5 people.
Yes.
Your one is
My play is a play by Molière called Tartuffe.
which you aren't doing in the original
Which
French,
we're
which
not
I'm
doing.
very upset
I'm
over.
so sorry. We do only have a week to put it together. So
Yeah, it's like doing Shakespeare in French though. It doesn't work.
it does work.
Okay, fine.
It's really funny.
I know.
It's basically a play about this guy Tartuffe who pretends to be a priest, and he goes from house to house, pretty much not paying for anything, getting meals made for him, getting money from all these people, sleeping with the wrong people, just basically getting away with anything because he's pretending to be a priest. It's brilliant. But the best bit about the whole play is that it's written in rhyme, which is just going to be fantastic. And if we do forget the lines, you are going to know about it
Hard
because
to
we have
learn.
to make something up which rhymes with the next line.
So a nice easy one to learn you chose.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I was creating a challenge until Lucy, who is involved in it, who was our Queen of Hearts in Wonderland, she has chosen Homer's Odyssey.
Ouch.
I only know that from Ulysses 31. You remember the old classic cartoon?
No,
No? Okay, fine. Show my age there.
but it's a 24-chapter poem
Oh my.
written in ancient Greece. Obviously, we're not doing it in Greek.
No.
Because that would be even worse. But unlike mine, which is actually a script, we're going to have to work through each chapter, if it's chosen, work through each chapter and figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it with 4 actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Multicasting, I see.
Multicasting, lots of hats for different characters,
And
that
beards
sort of thing.
and bow ties. And even we could throw in a fez.
And that,
Just
and that
for fun,
means
'cause fezzes are
multiple lots of
cool.
lines to learn, doesn't
Yes.
it?
Line learning. Eek.
Lee, what have you chosen?
I've chosen Scarlet's Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Nice.
Because it kind of when I was looking for something, I wanted to do something that I thought could strike a chord, but equally be a little bit controversial too. But also that might not necessarily kind of have the same sort of significant meaning today. So we're actually bringing something new to people's attitudes today. And it's set in Puritan Boston in America in the 1600s. And basically it's the story of a lady called Hester, I think, who basically has a child out of wedlock.
Back then, that
Shame,
was
horror.
not good.
And she gets kind of sent into prison for that because that's wrong, morally wrong. And she has this child called Pearl, and they try to find out who the father of this child, illegitimate child, is. And there's lots of twists and turns and things like that. And then, her husband comes on the scene and things like that.
Good
Yes,
Lord.
a bit of investigation going on. But it's something that we could work well with because and we could actually
Be fun.
Yeah, the dialogue could work how we want it to, as long as we've got the story
and you
right.
can bring it up to date.
And we could completely, say,
Absolutely.
transfer that
You
story and make
made
it modern.
a lot of work for yourselves, haven't you?
Yeah.
Whichever one gets chosen, they're not easy.
No, well, that was another thing. I wanted it to be a play that was over 100 years old because usually they are more up for being translated into
Yeah.
whatever they could be. They've all been done so many times, and also we pick up some treasures. Like, I've never heard of the Scarlet Letter before, so that'd be really interesting if it gets picked.
Yeah, the original book's incredible.
And then we have the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Kieran
has chosen something again I've never heard of, called a dream play.
I hadn't heard of this either.
No, and as far as I'm aware, it's about a character who I can't remember the name of, who basically has this dream, funnily enough.
Wow.
And meets lots of different characters who are representative of characters within his life. So the difficulty with Kieran's one is, although it's a play, unlike Lucy's Choice of Odyssey, there are about 40 different characters that they meet.
Even
in this
more
journey.
hats then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
More pezzes, more bow ties.
And no tap dancing.
And no tap. Well, no, different church.
Yes.
Maybe different rules.
Maybe. Unless the other church phones them and says, don't let Lee tap dance.
If that man, you hear a man clonking along the corridor, just say no.
I'm back.
Hello. Just hands.
And the final play is from our March Hare.
Millie. Yes.
From
Nice and simple, this one. Midsummer Night's Dream. Absolute classic. William Shakespeare. One of those plays that I've always seen it done so many times, and every time I've seen it, I've gone, I want to do something else with it. It's just one of those plays that you can really play with. I know Shakespeare is not Lee's favourite.
Ouch, yeah. And it kind of puts with the dialogue. I mean, because to do it
Everybody
justice,
vote
you're
for
like,
that one.
ouch.
To wind Lee up.
It's
Wind Lee up.
Shakespeare.
Well, that's the other thing. One of the reasons I'm a director is because I don't do learning lines, and I can just give you guys advice about learning lines. And now I have to do a show where I am learning lines, and it could be Shakespeare, which terrifies me.
Can I just say, in a week.
In a week. Learn a Shakespeare play in a week. Please don't vote for that one.
Right, let's play one more track, then we'll come back and give people all the web addresses and Twitter things and exactly how to make it work. So, Jamie, do you want to tell us about the next one again?
Yes, Ed Sheeran, Lego House. I sung this at the first OddBox Introduces.
Ed Sheeran, Lego House. And Jamie, as always, is laughing at the wrong moment.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, I knew it was going to come sooner or later. What are you laughing at now?
I've got biscuit in my teeth. It's fine. Don't give me biscuits.
I didn't. You picked one up from the table.
I know, but they were sat there, and eventually I was going to eat one or two.
It's that Alice in Wonderland reference again, isn't it? Eat me.
Yeah, eat me. Okay, so rather than just laughing away, do you want to give us web addresses, Twitter hashtags, etc., how to get involved?
Absolutely. So with the 5 plays that we've got, there is an online poll. So you can go on there, read up. If you totally didn't understand what we were wittering on about with the different plays, you can actually go on there and read a vague description and then vote for which play you'd like to see us attempt and perfect. Absolutely. So if you were to go onto our Facebook page, which is simply www.facebook.com/OddBox Theatre, all of the information is on there. You've got the online poll as well, so you click on there. Cast your vote, and then we'll reveal it online on our website, which is ustream.tv/OddBox Theatre.
Okay.
And we'll be on there eating our breakfast. Most of the live streams we've done so far have been us eating and talking in between eating and talking about eating and what we're going to eat.
Make sure you turn it off if you go to the loo, don't you? Don't come.
Well,
I'm just don't.
Hopefully. The camera will be nowhere near the toilet.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. Just
thank you.
A camera or something.
God, note that's down on my pad.
Let me put that in my invisible pad, which is here. But Millie, who chose Midsummer Night's Dream, will be our social media queen. So she'll be the one who's doing all our Twitter. Again, Twitter at OddBox Theatre. The repetitive theme here.
It's nice and easy to remember.
Absolutely, that's what I thought. And I thought eventually when I'm Googled, OddBox Theatre is Googled, that's what it will come up with. Do you know, if you Google me, not that I've Googled myself, my friend Googled me. I have a friend who Googled me.
Wow.
Your picture comes up, Lee.
My one?
Yeah, what? You Google me and your photo comes up. Yeah.
Which one? Hatter?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, stop talking about random stuff on air. You're meant to be focused.
Sorry.
Okay, so, quick summary. Basically, OddBox Theatre Group is doing I suppose it's been done before, but it's a good idea.
I've not heard of it done before.
So all go onto Facebook. All the details are on there.
Absolutely.
You can read about all the 5 plays. Pick the one you want. Jamie knows which 2 are currently vying for the top, but she's not going to say.
I'm not.
Is there one you don't want to do?
Yep, and it's currently joint top.
So vote for Shakespeare. basically.
Or vote for me, Team Lee.
Or vote for
Scarlet
Team
Letter.
Lee. Scarlet Letter. So everything's on there. It can be great fun.
It's going to be so good. I'm really, really excited about it. I've got a good team behind me.
And in the long grass, there's another big play coming out at Christmas.
Yep. Officially, we're going to be in an actual theatre for our Christmas show.
Which one's that?
It's going to be called Christmas Goblins, which is a Charles Dickens play which he wrote before The Christmas Carol. And it's being adapted for the theatre by a good friend of mine.
Yes, a good friend of both of ours. I used to work with Will as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Related to Bill Bailey.
He is, but Bill Bailey doesn't know that.
No, but there you go.
Story.
That's the sort of that's the sort of personality Will has. A bit zany.
And you do kind of look at Bill Bailey and go,
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, so that'd be good fun. Anyway, thank you both very much for coming on.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
for
us.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
It's
been fun.
Maybe in a couple of months we get you back on and we can see how this one went.
And talk about
we
the Christmas show.
Talk about the Christmas show. So
Yeah.
Jamie put my teeth back in.
Thank you.
Jamie Templeman, Managing Director of OddBox Theatre Group, and Lee Wales, leading star of OddBox Theatre.
Why, shucks. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
know.
Nick.
Thank you.
Your head's inflating. I'll have to get a pin to deflate it.
Yeah.
And the last track we're going to play out on is...
I think
Wreck-It
it's
Ralph.
from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes. It's Owl City. When can I see you again?
That's
Thank you
the
very
one.
much for listening. And remember, our live broadcasting continues here at 8:30 with Request Line. Thanks
Thank you
for
very
listening.
much.